position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Frazier. Getting that push, a pickup for 4 out to the 26. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Get it out on the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Moore will throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon!
do this. You see the playmakers slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Frazier. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it up to 25. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Tempo and overdrive.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Green. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to go up top. Lobs it off the back foot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. There he goes! Flipping through the defense. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big guy smells it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
On the snap, it's Green. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense. Right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Extending the play. Into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off.
Oh, no way. That was just crazy. He threw it right to me. Oh my God, in double coverage? Come on, man. That's crazy. That nigga yellow. I don't even know how. Y'all boys ain't getting no kind of pressure, man. These better be the best linemen in the SEC. Bro, they be drifting me into these damn linemen. I don't understand why. This shit getting out of hand. Man, that nigga did a whole 360. Taylor not even supposed to be in this game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. This defense has got to get better tackling the open field game time. Because if you can clear guys and bring a guy down,
Good spot here with second and short. They can run high here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He wants to change this route. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Boy, these running backs fucked up.
Football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
I'm gonna take a timeout right here.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the Ducks will try to pick it up on fourth down.
Oh my goodness, I threw that. Bro, they just hold me because I threw that.
Shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Come on, bro. Y'all can't hold me on that.
and after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense, in between the tackles. He keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball in your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and maybe even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Looking for room at the 30. They got this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and lead you with it.
Thank you.
They make this stop.
I forgot you was there for a second.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
Good fucking work, Florence. Better come up and motherfucking make a play, boy. Huh? Oh my God. Come on, bro. Oh my goodness. That is a complete just come on, bro. That shit was man. That bear hurt. Come on, man. God damn. Whoever 23 is putting niggas on their ass. How did you get hurt? God damn, bro. So many niggas hurt, man. Oh, I'm right there. What the fuck kind of pump was that? How did he even do that though? Split that bitch right down the middle. I don't know how the fuck he just split them like that, bro. Why would you stop your route? Nigga had a wide open field in front of him and just stopped that bitch.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Get the defense credit. Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision making, we've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. No turnover on downs.
Ah, boy.
Smart enough to swat the ball out. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the front.
To throw, it's Stockton. Fires toward the end zone. And then a deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. There's the pressure.
It's been tough in his QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though this team's going to be leading there with an hour.
He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long.
And we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. But big INT finally the defense makes a play, and then it looks like they just closed the door on this. Defense has changed. How do you see the game? The defense coming up with a big
Taylor is about to live in the ice bath the whole weekend.
And that might seal their fate.
And now on second down for this offense. In the backfield is Moore. This takes for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Let me check my recruiting class. Phew, I had somebody on a visit that week. I needed that. Let's see. Okay. Dave, we're gonna have to fight about it. I got bro on a visit next week. I'm excited about him, man. This could be a year one starter right here, even with the 90 speed, man. He should be cool. I ain't really too much worried about him. We'll look at the portal. Did they move the week for that?